what did your mother-in-law, for instance, what was she saying in all this?
Okay, so like I said, I met them just when I had to go and introduce myself to them.
So you dated a girl for 2 years. You never met.
It's unfortunate. Sometimes it happens to me. Most of the girls that I've had the opportunity of dating, I don't get to see their parents until we all go our separate ways. Is it because
you don't want to see them? Or
the times you want to, and they're like, no, it's not. I'm young. I'm still staying in the house. My dad will not be happy. Yes. And you're like, okay, so when are we going to do this hide and seek thing? You know, because maybe because
isn't it risky though? Because like in your case, if you had probably met your in-laws earlier, you would have taken certain.
Maybe because of where I'm coming from. You know, like I did say, my history is very checkered in a way. I've been alone all my life, so I don't really care about some things. And so if you're staying with your parents, as you are more like a privileged person, and your parents are, I don't know how they're going to see me, but you're thinking, like you said, you're thinking, how are they going to accept this guy?
No, we don't do that in Ghana. This is what the concept you're bringing. I know we advanced and all, but the concept that you're bringing is very foreign. You don't do that. You don't go and this is my boyfriend.
No, I'm not saying this. Even if I frequent the house by coming in to visit as a friend. It rings a message to, experienced mothers who.
So you never go. What they're saying is you don't even go and visit these ladies. As a friend.
In your house, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for instance, the one who died, I'd never met the parent until I was traveling. I was at the airport when the mom called me and said, "Who are you?" I'm like, "My name is Ben." Okay, so who are you to my daughter? I'm like, "We are friends." No, I don't think you guys are friends. She's crying. She's been crying for 4 days now. I'm like, why is she crying? She said, you are traveling and you're not going to come back. And I said, oh, I will come back. So that was how the conversation started. And then I went, and because of it, I had to come back home because I then felt, listen, I need to go home. So it's different. And the way she started the conversation really drew me closer to the family more. As compared to some other families where there wouldn't be any conversation or any phone call.
I don't like you.
Yes, that kind of thing. Yes,
but you were frowning.
You were frowning too as a man.
No,
you said no.
You see, I needed to let the man, because I walked to the house. Nobody, I didn't go with my dad or my uncle or anybody.
The thing I want to know is what goes on even through a man's mind when you find out you've put you've impregnated somebody.
I don't know for some reason.
I don't want to use the word accidentally,
but for some reason I wasn't worried. I wasn't bothered. All I said was.
But you were not ready. You said
for marriage, yes, but the fact that I had gotten her pregnant also meant that I needed to protect her.
Okay.
And by protecting her meant that I needed to do whatever I had to do. If I had to go and tell the parents, see, it's annoying when you go, who got you pregnant? I don't know. But I said, okay, if you're not going to tell your parents about it, I would do that. If you're scared, I will come and talk to your dad. Even if he's angry, I don't care. I'll just talk to him. Because he can get angry to the next 2 years, you are still his daughter.
So after everything that the girl's father, your in-law did, you still went ahead and married the girl?
Yeah, because then I was looking up, is it my uncle who took care of me at the point. I respect him a lot. He came in and he was like, I have nothing to say. If you think you want to do this, just go ahead and do it. But at the time, I felt, uncle, I wasn't ready. And he said, I don't want any embarrassment as well, because when I go to the man's house, because I'm not there.
So you're pressured into doing it?
I'm sitting in my car and he's there talking to the man. I don't know what goes in there. So until he confided in me that you don't know what he says, that gets me angry, but I can't say anything because of what you have done.
Yeah.
So from that point, I felt that, listen, I don't think it's fair. If I could walk with my parents to your house and then you would have to burst out and say all those things, I think we're going to have some difficulties. And I wasn't surprised when eventually the war of words went beyond me and then even went there. So
your case is quite different because the lady in question was actually, siding more with her family. So it was
she
like
also didn't have a say.
She doesn't have it. She didn't have a say.
She absolutely didn't have a say.
Okay.
Everything was like, this is what we want. It must be done. To the extent that it was one statement she made that really threw me out, and that already I'm not happy with whatever is happening. And then we got married, and she makes a comment. She said, "I make cover and she I was saying I'm fair for no make sure." I was like, "Oh, sir, this is the last time you ever see me."
Because, but rightfully so. You're married to her.
But
so
before I met you, I had friends. I mean, people call you. I don't care. I mean, I don't interfere. You have no right.
No.
Just, you see, I have a problem, and that's my problem. You got married, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you interfere in whoever calls him at what time?
Yes, the
timing is everything.
Does it interfere in whoever calls you?
Yes.
Okay, I don't interfere.
Respect.
Me, I don't. Because I always say, if we are mature people, we all know what to do. If you are my girlfriend, I don't touch your phone, you don't touch mine.
It's not about touching
It's
the
not
phone.
about touching the phone, but it's about the fact that you
No,
can't let anyone call you.
I didn't say 3 a.m.
at
I wouldn't say
midnight.
3, obviously 3 a.m. you won't call my phone at 3 a.m. I'll pick your call. I wouldn't say 3
By even
a.m.
midnight. Okay,
Even
midnight.
I am saying, I wouldn't even call any woman at 2 a.m.
11.
I wouldn't even do that.
10.
Oh, 10, you met my friend.
You see, so one day.
So, no, you see, just like,
Only case.
no.
Hey.
Only case.
You see, unless you would interfere in some things, because me, I wouldn't.
Nabia, did you have a say in all this? Apart from hiding behind the trap door and watching what was going on, did you have a say?
A say? No, I didn't have a say. But what made my difference was there was no marriage coming.
Pressure, right?
There was no marriage.
I wish I was the guy.
The only thing was the only pressure I had was examinations were coming up. The school you will finish, and you will come out with a good grade, or else. That was it. But even that one was just subtle. Yeah. So there was no pressure of you're getting married. No pressure. My pressure was exam and also fending off like the noise, like people coming to the house under the pretext of come to visit you. Like they want to come and see your tummy. All that was going around on campus, that kind of thing. But
what was your relationship like with your
him?
husband now?
Then it was so we both didn't know how to relate to each other. We're not fighting, but as if now we are shy. It's like now our sin is out there for everyone to see what we've done. So
how old were you?
I know in Kola, I was 22.
He's like, no,
don't judge me. 22. So, so for instance, my antenatal and stuff like that, I didn't go with him. I went with my father-in-law. Sometimes I went alone, and I understood him. Even at that age, I understood him because it was a bit too much, But when I come back, like he'll call, "Must sit down, baby, are you okay?" You know what? And when he realized that it was a boy, he was also so excited about it. But we couldn't do Impenyu for Niema, even though we've done Impenyu for something.
Yes,
we couldn't do that Impenyu for. It was more of, okay, so what do we do when the baby comes? Where will we live? Because we're still both living with our parents.
But so you guys never met once or twice to even get intimate again?
No.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
No.
So for the period of time that you were pregnant, you never saw each other. How did that make you feel? At the time, you didn't even want to know anything anymore.
I didn't want to, and like looking at my father's face in the morning, because my mother had to go back to her constituency, so I was living with my father, the nanny, and my sister and my brother. And mind you, I'm the firstborn, so that pressure alone is there and all that. At which point are you going to even be thinking of?
Wait, please, I want to go and see.
It wouldn't even cross your mind. It wouldn't even cross your mind.
So you had the baby, and then what?
So I had the baby, and we had to plan the outdooring. Then, and there's one thing, is when you give birth, your first 6 months, trust me, you come sexy again. And that was when you could see that, okay, the smiles, we're a bit
relaxed. Because the baby's finally here.
Safe delivery. Because that time too, we had all these, we're reading too much online. So you go and deliver, maybe the baby's head will be crooked. Because I hadn't done 5 months of antenatal. So all these,
you were afraid
and all that. So baby comes, baby is normal, baby is perfect. Okay, so now life comes back to normal.
So after 6, so you had the outdooring, you had an outdooring.
That was very low key.
Very low key. And then you decided that you were going to wait till when to get married.
That's the thing. We never even we never even put a date to it. It was like a discussion we were supposed to have, but we never had it, you know. So all our friends were getting married, stuff were happening, but we never discussed it. We're just there, you know. So it was until my mom did me a very huge favor. She came for my son for a year with her because she wanted me to settle, find a job, then she'll bring him back. So that time,
oh, mothers.
I know, that time and everything, and that was when he was like, you know what, you're moving into, I'd got a place, you're moving into this house on your own, let's do it properly.
He said that?
Yes, let's do it properly. Would you marry me?
Oh.
Oh, it took me 2 weeks to say yes.
Why?
I was now thinking, like, hey.
Is he doing this because we have a child?
Yes, that was the question.
That was the question.
That was the question I asked him.
Would you really have married me if
that
there
was
no
the
child?
question I asked him. That was the.
And what did he say?
He was like, why are you asking me that? Like, are you sure? We are sure Senya Kujuntina will be the same way. Because we've waited, I mean, yes, we have to have that discussion, but are you sure? That's exactly the question I asked.
Very interesting. It wasn't only the woman who was thinking about that question, but it was the man who was really interested in it.
If you meet him today, he'll tell Nabia, he said Nabia, don't mind that she still thinks that because, no,
and you still think that way till today?
No, I mean when he's teasing.
Okay.
In like, during that time, I was...
You're still skeptical?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to be sure.
Now, while she was going through her moments of outdooring and everything else and calming down, let's talk about your wedding date, the day you said to engage, the engagement.
Traditionally,
the traditional.
Wedding, so.
You don't do weddings?
Engagement is a wedding.
I mean, white wedding, that's what I mean.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You don't believe in white weddings?
No.
You don't believe in white weddings? Why?
I think that the family meeting is the wedding for me.
Okay.
That's it. And that's for me.
You're quite set in your ways, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that's the most important thing. See, I keep saying things that if my family and your family meet and we sit and I put a ring in your finger, what have we done? We've married.
So what if the woman said she wants a beautiful white wedding? You're not going to do it?
I think white weddings, personally, are for virgins.
Therefore?
Virgins.
You think you're for virgins?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what it is.
That's the significance of a white wedding?
Yes.
I wore cream at my wedding.
And so you see, you wore cream because of what?
Because you're not a virgin?
Yes.
Yeah, so ivory. But
no,
you know, people are wearing black lately.
Yes. See, that's
people are wearing different colors.
You came out with the color. You said what?
Cream.
That's it. What's
I'm trying to tell you that you could have still allowed her to do her cream.
Unless you come out with a different color, I'm okay.
Okay, so now you're changing your mind because at first you said you don't believe in white weddings.
Yeah.
I'm saying that
when we say white weddings, that's a general name we give to
you cannot wear your cream in the house. People do weddings, the same wedding you're talking about in the house, not necessarily going to the church, isn't it?
Yeah, but you said if you think that if the two families sit together,
that's for me.
And they talk.
In that scenario,
I see why your in-law was looking at you and frowning. I'm frowning right now.
In that scenario, in that scenario, it's still marriage. Over your engagement, you move to the church, all this fanfare and all those things. I have a different view towards that.
But if the woman wants it, you have to give it to the woman.
Everything is about the woman wants it. It's about what we want. So
you would discuss it with the woman and say what?
Yeah, if this is what I can afford.
If the one insists that that's what she wants, then you call of the
I actually asked someone like, okay, what's your budget for what you want? And then she got angry. I said, okay, fine. This is my budget for what I want to do. This is my traditional setting. This is what I want to do. If you want to do the white and all those...
How's the dating scene like for you?
Dating?
Good question.
Yeah.
Scene?
Yes, how's the dating scene like? Are you dating right now?
Yeah.
And how is it going?
Oh, it's going well. I think it's perfect. You know, don't be surprised. I'm a very understanding person.